Hi guys, and welcome to the March 2022 Cat Walk TBR. So let's just briefly tell you how I did for February. Now, February, there was one readathon I was trying to participate in, and that was the Sims readathon, and that took place for the entire month of February. I will do a separate wrap-up for that, but there were 9 prompts, and that includes the team prompt. Out of all 9, I missed 1 prompt, so pretty good. Now, for the Cat Walk TBR, okay, so let me just say this. I have been doing individual wrap-ups for the books, which I have enjoyed doing that, because then I can think better, and I'm not worrying about a video being over an hour long or anything like that, so I can do short videos. But for those that don't want to sit through or that don't care about individual wrap-ups, I'm thinking about doing a complete wrap-up, like this is what I read for this readathon or whatever the case is, or the Cat Walk TBR, and just say the books and what I rated it, but I will not go into description. If you want that description, you'll have to keep an eye out for that particular book. You'll have to keep an eye out for the individual book review, which generally ranges between 5 to 10 minutes for that to pop up. So, and I'm going to try to do those book reviews. So like if I read the books in February, I'll try and have the book reviews go up in March. I've still been kind of playing with things and figuring things out. So I greatly appreciate your patience while I do this. To find out kind of what works for my channel and stuff. So anyway, so for the February Cat Walk TBR, I'll do a complete wrap up. I usually do 5 rolls of a dice. I ended up with 11 prompts because I landed on a YouTube prompt twice. So, or 2 separate YouTube prompts. Out of those 11, I did not read Carrie by Stephen King, which was a paw print. It was a random picture, which is, to me, it gave the image of a scared lady in kind of like a dirty bathroom. And so I was just thinking scary story, Carrie. So I did not get to that. And then one of the YouTube prompts was to watch another YouTube video. I watched completely Melanie, her Wheel of TBR, for January 2022, and the second prompt that I selected out of that particular video was a comedy, and I selected Good Omens by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman, and I did not get that. So I read 9 books out of my list that I was supposed to read for the February Cat Walk TBR. 2 I did not. I was worried I'd have to go back like 5 spaces. So the fact that I'm only going to go back 2 is pretty dang good. I am very pleased with that. I did read additional books. I did end up reading like 11 or 12 books, some of which were just audiobooks that I was listening to. So I still read a good chunk, just not all of them for my TBR. So I'm still happy with how the month went. Now, so what I was doing for a punishment is I would just go back but not worry about counting the prompts and then move from that point forward. I watched Amy from AStar Reads, and she does the Game of Life TBR, which is really fun. Highly recommend. Amy is just an awesome, awesome person, and her mom shows up on her channel, and it's wonderful when her mom shows up. Her mom is so cute too, and they're just wonderful. So I will put Amy's channel in the description box. Now, she has done her February TBR, and she had to go back and do a punishment too. Spoiler, you know, but what she did in hers, and the reason why I bring that up, is she would go back, but she would still do that. And I thought, where I'm trying to reduce the amount of, try and like go through all 4 levels of the Cat Walk TBR and then go and buy books. So not a book ban, but a book buying slowdown. So, which didn't really happen this month, but trying to work on that. Just due to space reasons. But she did count that, and I thought, you know what, that actually pretty much works, because it would slow down how quick I get there. So rather than like moving back and then immediately going forward all 5 times, I would end up going back for 2 of the prompts, and then in this case 2 of the prompts because I'm doing 2 punishments, and then going forward for 3. So I am going to implement that. So thank you, Amy, for inspiring that and doing that. Yeah, but I'm going to apply that because I think that'll kind of delay when I get to do that and hopefully get through more books and clear up some space. So that's what I'm going to do. So the camera angle is going to change quite a bit because I'm going to try, that was my mom coughing. So the camera angle is going to change a bit. Might change with the height because I'm still trying to figure things out. I do want to zoom in a little bit so you can see the icons a lot better and things like that. So please bear with me during this one as I kind of work on things and figure things out a little bit, and try to make it a better experience. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, roll number 1. 4. Okay, so we're closer up. You may see a little bit of a shadow here. So I'm right here. This way would be going forward, but this is going to be punishment roll number 1. As you recall, I got a 4, so we're going backwards 4 spots. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are on a paw print, which is a random generator. So yes. And this is punishment number 1, and we will be doing these prompts as I had stated earlier in the video. All right, pulling up the random number generator. We're going to change the maximum number to 4 because there's 4 random, sorry, big hand in the way, 4 random generators I use. So let's go ahead and generate. All right, so we got a 3. And, oh, sorry. Okay, as you can see, it's still on the 3. Now I'm just going to, I swear one of these times I'm just going to do better with this. Okay, let me go back to, nope. Okay, so these top 4 are the random generators I use. So I start on this side and over here. So 1, 2, 3 is the one with the R, which is random color. So I'm going to generate the color, and so right now, as you can see, it's kind of on a purpley blue. It looks more blue in the viewfinder. I'm going to generate this, and the book has to have something to do with this. So it could be the cover, the title, author's name, but we'll see. Okay, so it's kind of a purple. I'm just going with purple. I'm not going to be so specific and say it's lavender, it's lilac. It's purple, so if there was a Professor Purple, Mrs. Purple, that would work, but a book has to kind of match this color. So let me see what I have. All right, so I found a book. Now it's just the cover. So the cover is kind of a pinky one, but there's purple here, purple in the dress. And I think it looks, okay, that dress looks more pink on camera, but I'm telling you, it pretty much matches this, which is more of a purple. So this book has purple on it, so this is what I'm going with. Now, I don't really know anything about this one. It's just, it says followed by millions, watched by one, people like her, and this is a novel by Ellery Lloyd. And this is a mystery thriller, and it is 200, I'm not going to go into description on all of these anyway, so it's over 200 pages, but okay, so I'm going to go with people like her. Okay, punishment roll number 2, and the final backwards. Okay, we're going back 3 spaces. One, 2, 3. Okay. So YouTube prompt again, which worked out fine last month. Hopefully it'll be fine. I do have, the, extra days in March since February was short. So, yeah. Alright, so here's my jar of YouTubers that have YouTube games. Not everyone I watch is in here, but it is full, so let's go ahead and figure out who I will be selecting. And it does say on there, as you may have seen, +3 prompts, so I'm up to 8 books. Totally doable still, but yeah, okay. Got a couple hung up on this one. Okay. All right. Okay. TB Darts. This is from Ziva, from Zziva Reads. So I'll find the most recent TBR video and find 3 prompts from that video. Okay, so I watched the video and picked 3 prompts. She had 5 prompts to choose from. So the first prompt I selected is, it's kind of like either you pick this one or this one. So which was a friend pick or a booktuber's favorite. This one I have heard a lot of people talk about it being on their favorites list, but this was a while ago when it was like first released. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pick that up, and that is the 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton. So there we go. This is my selection for that one. Alright, the second prompt she came up with, or the next prompt I picked, and one of them was like featuring a favorite trope. I selected not to do that one because I don't really have a favorite trope that I'm aware of, so I'm not doing that one. So instead she came up with one of the other prompts was a specific book, which means she had a list of books, and when a certain number came up, that's what the book that she was read. So what I did is I kind of used this one as a freebie. This is a specific book for a specific readathon that I want to participate in, and I'll kind of tell you more about it at the end. But for that one, to go with that readathon, I'm going with The Other People by C.J. Tudor. You may kind of start to notice a theme with some of the books I am trying to select. You'll find out at the end if you're right. But The Other People by C.J. Tudor. I love how kind of ominous the foggy car in the headlights is. So, yeah. Okay, so that was the last prompt to move backward, the last punishment prompt. So now we will be moving forward. The YouTube ones tend to be just, you're adding on some prompts. So I think I'll still go backward one because it's not on my, I don't know, it's like additional prompts instead of one of the original 5. So now that I'm talking it through, I'm sorry if I'm confusing you. I will go back one more time so it's on the official 5 rolls that I go back again, if I get an actual non-YouTube prompt. So let's go with that. Okay, going backward again for the official prompt that's not YouTube related. Okay, 6. Okay, so that's going forward, so we're going this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right. That is Cat Show, which is a beautiful cover. Okay, so before I mention the book that I selected for beautiful cover, I realized I only gave you 2 of the prompts for the YouTube one. For the previous one where I talked about the 7.5 deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle and the other people, this was under my notebook, so I forgot. So the third prompt from TBR Darts, TB Darts, by Zziva Reads, is a book with the word fire in it. So let me go ahead and tell you about this one real quick, and then we'll go back to the most recent one. So this one I've had for a little bit. I don't remember when I got this. It looks like it was from a book box I did a while ago. More than likely Owl Crate. Yep, it does say Owl Crate. Oh, November 2018. So it originally sounded good. And I've kind of started to lose interest in it. So it'll be good to see if this is one I just want to go ahead and unhaul. Or if I do like it and want to continue on. It is the start of a series. And I really don't know anything about it. So, and that is Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha Ngan. I don't know how to say it, but yeah, so Girls of Paper and Fire. I'll go ahead and get to this one and see if it's one that I do like, but I am starting to lose interest in this one. So never thought I would come across a day where I would say that. Okay, so now for the official Blue Ribbon beautiful cover prompt, I am going with a cozy mystery, and that is Lending a Paw, and this is by Laurie Cass. So all I know is it's a cozy mystery. The reason why I'm saying it's a beautiful cover: 1, there's a cat; 2, it's a bookmobile; 3, it's a beautiful day out there. So yeah, and the cat's watching a little butterfly there. So yes, beautiful cover is what I am saying. I think it is very cute. Okay, now we're going to start going forward. So, forward roll. The next 3 rolls will be going forward. 6 again. I think I know where this is going to land. Yeah, and I'm not too happy about that. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's another YouTube. Plus 3 prompts. I'm starting to wonder if this is going to be a reoccurring theme each month. So yeah. Alright, got my YouTube TBR game jar back. Let's figure this one. And it worked out. I'm not happy about it, but I'm not real upset about it because it worked out pretty well last month. So let's just see how this one goes. I'm just going right off the top. I have to put the jar down so I can open it. Okay, this one is, we got Completely Melanie last month, but she does a couple of different games. This one is Cards Against My TBR, so I think this one will be fun. So I'll see what she gets, and I will come back and let you know. And this time I'll tell you all 3, so I don't have to go and do a roll and get that prompt and then come back and mix it all up again. I'll get it right this time. I hope. I'll get it right. Okay, so I think this is a great fit. So for this particular one, again, it was Completely Melanie, and it was Cards Against My TBR. And this one can be very fun and can end up being quite risque at times. So I chose, like, the last one was one that I was just like, I can't see myself doing that particular one. But anyway, so I found 3. She did 5. I don't remember what the first one was, but it's one that I have, something, I don't know. It was something I've never heard of or anything, so there's no way I could have picked a prompt for that one because I had no idea what it even meant. So, okay, so this one, I think it was an answer card. I don't know. I don't know if it was an answer card or question card. She mixes them up. But this one was having the worst day ever, hashtag, and then you fill in the blank. So for this one, I'm just going to say it over and then I'll show you the book. So having the worst day ever, hashtag Witch Hunt. So this is another cozy mystery, so Witch Hunt, and this is by Cate Conte. So I think this title fits perfectly for that particular prompt that she got. Alright, so the next prompt is don't miss Rachael Ray's hot new show, Cooking with Blank. So for this one, I'm going to say, don't miss Rachael Ray's hot new show, Cooking with the First Girl Child. So, and this is by Amy Harmon. It looks dark. And yeah, and you know, it's like, I don't know what any of these books are about, because I remember reading the description of the synopsis and going, oh, that sounds good, and then just forgetting what it was about. So, in a time of runes and magic, one woman's curse has the power to destroy or save. So that's the tagline, but yeah, the First Girl Child. So Cooking with the First Girl Child by Amy Harmon. All right, so prompt number 3. See, I'm doing it correctly this time. Prompt number 3, or card, whatever that she drew, is Cheesy Crunchies. So she said in her video maybe something that's corny or cheesy, like a comedy or something with food. That's what I'm going with, is something with food. And this one, and the food on this can be crunchy. Anyway, so this is another cozy mystery. It's the first one in another series, and this is Chocolate Chip Cookie Murder by Joanne Fluke. So here we go. So this one is what I'll use for cheesy crunchies, because it's food, chocolate chip cookies, yes. Okay, so let's go for the next prompt. So this is officially roll number 3. Number 4. Okay, so moving forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, Cat Show, beautiful cover. Okay, so for beautiful cover, I'm going to make it a little easy on myself. I'm going with a graphic novel or a comic book type thing, although it's more of a graphic novel. But I'm going to go with Razzle Dazzle Unicorn. This is by Dana Simpson, and this is book number 4 in the Phoebe and her unicorn adventure. So I think it's just a cute cover, and I like it's sparkly, and I mean, it's a unicorn. So yeah, so I'm going with this one. Okay, so officially the next prompt, 4 again. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Catnip, a book that is less than or equal to 250 pages. Oh, here, let's turn the light on. Okay, can you see that just a little bit better? There you go. Catnip, so a book that is less than or equal to 250 pages. Okay, so for this one, I am going with, oh man, this book, the last time I read this, I was in high school. Okay, so this one is, or this edition is 172 pages, so it definitely fits the prompt. And I am going to read Ransom by Lois Duncan. If I remember right, these kids are on their way home from school, and there's a new driver, and basically he kidnaps all the kids that are on the bus. Well, not all of them, ones that belong at a certain stop, I think. Like a certain neighborhood or area. Other than that, that's really all I can remember, because it's, again, been since high school since I've read this. So Ransom by Lois Duncan. Hopefully for the last prompt. 3. Alright, let's turn this on so you can see it better. Oh good, we're passing the YouTube. 1, 2, 3. We are ending up on a paw print. So a random generator. Ooh. Okay, so I do admit I was a little nervous that I would land on that YouTube one again and have to add an additional In this case, another 3 prompts. Thankfully, we passed that. Oh, what a relief. Okay. Let me go ahead and turn off the light here because it's getting dark, and then we'll figure out what the next random generator is for the last prompt. Okay, so I'm just going to hold it here. So, okay, so we got a 2. It was on 3. It is now a 2. Okay. So, let me pull up the random generators again. Okay, so again, going from over here to over here, so it's the second square. And it is random word generator. So right now it's on incapable. Let's... common? Okay, common. I'm going to take that as... just has the normal title, common words, because I don't think I have anything with the actual word common. I've never seen a book with that word. Maybe something that I see around a lot, so it's a fairly commonly mentioned book, something like that. So let me see how I can interpret this one. Okay, so for this one I am going with an author that I've heard of rather frequently, so it's a commonly talked about author. This author has quite a few books out. I have been wanting to read this one for a little bit. So I'm going to go with Final Girls by Riley Sager. So Riley Sager being the common denominator on this one, the one I've heard about quite a bit on YouTube. So Final Girls, I think this is just, you have that final girl that survives the horror show, and now they're in like a final girl support group, is my understanding, and then someone starts killing off all the girls, and so maybe we'll have a final girl. I don't know. I've heard mixed reviews about this one, but I think it'll be good. So yeah, I am definitely intrigued on this one, and I look forward to getting this one. So Final Girls by Riley Sager. So these are the books minus the couple that I dropped. I dropped 1 or 2. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I dropped 2. So these are the books that I'll be reading for the month of March, or hopefully reading if I can get to all of them. Some of these, where most of them are mysteries and one is a graphic novel, will hopefully be fairly quick. And these are the 2 that I dropped, was Ransom and Razzle Dazzle Unicorn. So I think I'll be able to do it. I know that like this one I can definitely do in 1 day. Razzle Dazzle in 1 day. Some of these other ones might take 2 or 3 days, 4 or 5, who knows. But hopefully I'll get to them all. We'll see. I definitely did better than I thought I did for the month of February, so hopefully I'll do pretty good. Any amount I read, even if it's I just read 1 book, is good. So... but I am excited. I think these all sound good. I am leery about Girls of Paper and Fire. But we'll see if I like it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm kind of on the fence about that one. So it'll sway me either way the first little bit. Yeah, so I'm excited. So as you can see, most of these are mysteries. I will be trying to participate in March Mystery Madness. The theme for this is 2 by 2, so I will figure it out as I go, like 2 different authors. Maybe I'll pick up another Riley Sager book if I have time, and I can do 2 from the same author. A book that ends on page 222, a page written by 2 authors, 2 in the books in the same series, 2 in completely different series. You just use your imagination. I also, let me grab it. On my notebook here, I would like to participate in Greek Godathon. I chose Team Poseidon, and I have all the prompts written down, so as I read I'll determine if the book fits the prompt. This is just going to be very low-key. If I'm able to, I will, but we'll see if I can get books to fit these prompts. I'm not going to worry about picking books because I just don't know. The other One I want to maybe participate in is the Tropical Readathon. Again, I'll read these books. If there is a particular trope or a prompt in this book, I'll use it to fulfill that particular prompt. Those are the three readathons, because it's also March Mystery Madness, that I want to participate in. There are also several read-alongs and buddy reads that I would like to participate in. Read-alongs or buddy group reads that I would like to participate in. None of these books fit those prompts or fit those, so I don't know if I'll be able to participate in those. If not, that's okay. I can definitely try to pick up on the next month, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so I am excited for this. Yeah, and again, just Girls of Paper and Fire is just kind of intimidating me a bit. So we'll see how that goes. I hope I like it, but we'll see. But that's going to be it for this one. What are you most excited to read about for the month of March? Until next time, stay true to yourself and enjoy a good book. And I'll talk to you later.